Hello, thank you for joining in. Today you're going to need 2 blocks, a blanket, and weight is optional. I have a 5-pound weight, but you can use a 3 to 8-pound weight. And yeah, before we get started, I just want to remind you, if you like practicing with music, I have a ton of playlists on my website. They're Spotify playlists, so please feel free to go to them. They cater to all my classes and the structure of the class. So yeah, please feel free to use that. And that is all. We will get started. So you're going to take the weight, if you have it, bring it off to the side. Fold the blanket or just have the blanket for padding underneath your knees. So I'm going to bring it into the center of my mat. And then you're going to take the blocks and have them shoulder width distance at the top of the mat on the lowest height. We're going to start in a child's pose, knees wide, big toes together. And then you're going to bring your elbows to the blocks. Bring the palms together in front of you and then bend your elbows back, thumbs come to the nape of the neck, and then lower your forehead down to the mat. And we're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath. And I want your knees wide so that you have space for your belly to rise and fall as you breathe. And I want you to notice how this feels in your triceps. Try not to bring the shoulder blades together. See if you can wrap the armpits in. Your head may lift slightly, and that's okay. And just breathe here. Breathe into your triceps. And we're opening up the front of our armpits, our chest. Take about 3 more rounds of breath. Keep sitting your hips back on the exhale. Try to maintain the length in your spine. One more round of breath. Great. Slowly, you're going to come out of this, straighten your arms in front of you, and then roll up to sit. Set the blocks off to the side. And then you're going to lower your forearms in front of you about shoulder width distance, and then lengthen your right leg back. Lengthen your left leg back. Inhale, you're in a forearm plank pose, and we're going to stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Press your heels back, lift the back thigh bones up, and then bring awareness to your navel and see if you can bring the bottom ribs towards the top of your pelvis. So you're feeling a scooping up action in your navel, and you can encourage that motion by pressing your toes forward and your forearms back. Okay, take 2 more rounds of breath. Crown of the head forward. Okay, on the next inhale, lower your knees down and back. Lower your pelvis onto the blanket if you have it. Roll your shoulders back and you're in Sphinx pose. Untuck your toes. Great. So here, press your forearms back to leverage your chest forward. And then again, hug your navel in. And then imagine, again, you can connect the bottom ribs to the top of your pelvis. So there's a hugging in of the navel. And this will, in turn, protect but also stabilize the low back if we're doing any back bends, if you're doing any back bends. Great. Take 1 more inhale here. Press into the tops of the feet. You can keep your knees down if you like. And on the exhale, you're going to bring your chin to your chest. Hug your navel in. Lift your pelvis up. Scoop the navel. Again, knees on the ground to start. And then exhale or inhale, lower the pelvis down. Roll the shoulder heads back. you're in Sphinx. Exhale again, chin to chest. Scoop the navel in, lift the pelvis up. You can be on your knees. Maybe lift your knees up. And then exhale, you'll lower knees, pelvis, roll shoulder heads back, Sphinx. 2 more times. Exhale, chin to chest. Lift the navel. Lift the knees, press into the tops of the feet. Scoop up the belly. And exhale, slowly lower knees, pelvis, roll shoulder heads back, Sphinx. Last time, exhale. Hug the navel in, lift the knees up, press into the tops of the feet again, scoop up the navel, shorten the space in between the ribs and the pelvis as you lower down into Sphinx. Great, now widen your elbows, stack your hands, lower your forehead down, and just take about 3 rounds of breath in this resting pose. You can shimmy out your hips if you like, feels kind of nice. All right, come back to your forearms, Sphinx pose. Roll the shoulder heads back. This time you're going to tuck your toes, lift your knees, and then lift your hips up into a forearm plank. Great. This time, bend your knees to hover about 2 inches off the mat, and then crown of the head forward. We're going to stay here. Again, scoop the navel, press the toes forward, the forearms back, isometric hold. Take 5 rounds of breath. All this core work is for something, so don't think it's random. Don't forget to breathe. Keep pressing into the forearms to find a slight protraction in the shoulders. All right, now straighten out through the knees. Lower your pelvis down. Come to the tops of your feet and come back into Sphinx pose. Stay here. You should feel a little stretch in the front of your abdominals. Great. So stay in Sphinx. Keep your chest lifted. You're going to bend your right knee, flex the right foot, and then start to lift the right thigh up. You should feel your glutes start to engage, but maintain the length in the low back. So hug your navel in, and then lower the right thigh down. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lift. Imagine you're stamping the top of the right foot onto the ceiling. And exhale, lower. 1 more time. Contract the hamstring, lift the glute. And exhale, lower. Great. Now keep your chest lifted. Keep the right knee bent. You're going to reach your right arm, right hand to the outside of your right ankle for half Dhanurasana. And then press your shin back into your hand, so your ankle back into your right hand as you bring your hand back into your ankle. So you should feel your quad engage, your hamstring engage. Keep the chest lifted. Roll the right shoulder head back, but see if you can then wrap the right shoulder forward. So shoulder head back, shoulder forward. You should feel a stretch in the front of the chest. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Okay, slowly bring your right forearm back, and then unbend the right knee, lower the right leg down, come to the top of the right foot. Other side, you're going to bend the left knee, flex the left foot, inhale, lift the left foot or left leg up, left thigh up from the top of the left thigh, and then exhale, lower. So you should feel your glute engage. Maintain broadness in the shoulders. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Hug your navel in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Great. Now you're going to lift your chest. Reach your left arm back to the outer left ankle. And then press your left ankle into your hand. As you press your hand into your ankle, lift the chest up. Roll the left shoulder head back, but then bring the left clavicle forward to parallel with the right. So you should feel a nice stretch in the front of the left chest. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Half done your asana. All right, slowly release out of this. Bring your forearm back. And lower your left leg down. Now lower onto your chest. Bring your palms by your rib cage. And then you're going to slowly press into your palms and come into a tabletop with your knees on the blanket. Stack your hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrists. And then inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, cow. And exhale, dome the spine, gaze inward for cat. Stay in cat for a little bit. It may feel nice for the low back. And then inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Take about 4 more rounds of cat-cows. When you're finished, you're going to come into a neutral tabletop. This is where you'll need your weight if you want it. Crown of the head forward. Hug the navel in again to stabilize the low back. So keep imagining the bottom ribs are connecting to the top of the pelvis, like you're cinching the navel. And then you're going to take your weight to the crease of your right knee. And then if you don't have the weight, you're still going to find this contraction of the hamstring. So bring your right heel towards your right glute. And then inhale, maintain a nice neutral spine. Lift the right leg up. Flex the right foot. Exhale, you're going to bring the right knee to the chest and point the right foot. Inhale, lift and flex the foot. Lift from the top of the right thigh, feel the glutes, and then exhale, right knee to chest. 3 more times like that. Inhale, lift, flex the foot. Exhale, right knee to chest, point the foot, crown of the head forward. 2 more times. You're going to keep hugging the navel in. Last time. Right knee to chest. This time, lift the right foot up, flex the foot, and hold. Again, cinch the navel. Lower the right hip to level with the left. Crown of the head forward. Take 1 more inhale. And exhale. Lower the knee down. We'll switch sides. Again, if you have the weight, just switch it to the left leg. If you don't have the weight, either way, contract the hamstring. Bring the left heel to the left glute. Okay, on the inhale, you're going to lift the left leg up and back, flex the foot, hug the navel in. Exhale, point the toes, bring the left knee to the chest. Inhale, lift and flex. Exhale, point. And knee to chest. 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times on your own. Again, hug the navel in. Think of this movement separate from the upper body. So it's only in the joints of the hips and the legs. Last time, lift, flex. And then exhale, knee to chest, point. This time, inhale, lift and hold. Flex the foot. Lift the back of the thigh up. Hug the navel in. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Set that weight off to the side. Inhale, cow, drop your belly gaze up. Knees wide, exhale, sit your hips back. Child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath. Again, let your belly drop with each inhale. And exhale, belly contracts into the spine. Last round of breath. All right. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, you're going to roll yourself up to sit. Bring your hands by your feet. Inhale, back bend. Lift your chest up. Keep your hips towards your heels to start. And then exhale, start to neutralize the spine. Hug the navel in. Inhale, you're going to lift up onto your shins. Reach your arms overhead. And then quickly stay here. Try to maintain a straight line of energy from your knees up to the crown of your head. Scoop the navel and connect the lower ribs to the top of the pelvis. Inhale. And then exhale. Slowly lean back. Keep that line of energy. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean all the way back. Hug the navel and contract the quads. Inhale. And exhale, lean back. Last time. This time, inhale, you're going to come back up. Lean into your left shin. On the exhale, step your right foot forward to a crescent lunge. Inhale, find a little back bend. Lift the chest up. And then exhale, half split. Lower your hands down. Flex the right foot, straighten the right leg. We'll stay here. You can see if you can wrap your right hip back and then press the right heel down and back to energize the hamstring. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the right leg. Fold over. Last exhale. Inhale, rise back up, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, you're going to bring your hands forward and make a fist. Fist in front of the chest. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Tilt your pelvis slightly forward. Hug the navel and then exhale. You're going to twist to the right, but keep your fists aligned with your chest. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist from your navel. Imagine your ribcage is revolving around the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Last time. Exhale, twist. Hug the navel in. Inhale, arms up. Crescent. Exhale, tuck your toes. Launch off the back toes to standing split. Lift the back leg up. Bring your palms to the floor. Great. Now point the left toe and then see if you can lift the back leg from the top of the left thigh. So you're energizing the back leg. Keep your hips level. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to bend the left knee and flex the left foot. Contract the hamstring. Inhale, point and straighten. Exhale, bend and contract. One more time. Inhale, point and straighten. Exhale, bend and contract. I lied. Last time. Inhale, point and straighten. And exhale, bend and contract. Inhale, point. Exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot all the way back. Plant your palms. Inhale, step the right foot back. Plank pose. You can drop your knees or keep your knees lifted. On the exhale, you're going to lower to your belly. Bend your elbows back. Chest forward. Hug the navel in. Great. Once you're down, come to the tops of the feet. Inhale, Shalabhasana. Lift your feet. Lift your chest, lift your head, and reach your arms back. Palms face towards each other. Hug the navel in. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, plant your hands. Sit your hips back. Child's pose. And inhale here. Exhale, roll yourself up, bring your hands to your feet. Inhale, back bend, maybe lift your pelvis up this time. And then exhale, sit your hips towards your heels. Inhale, rise onto your shins, arms overhead. Exhale, lean back, hug the navel in. Engage the quads. Inhale, come back up. 2 more times. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Lean into your right shin on the exhale. Crescent lunge, step the left foot forward. Inhale, find a back bend. Lift your chest up. Exhale, half split. Straighten the left leg, flex the left foot. Lean your chest forward and down and breathe into the back line of the left leg. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, make fist in front of your chest, reach your arms forward, opposite grip even. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, find length in the spine. Exhale, twist to the left, twist from your navel. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist, keep the fist aligned with the chest. Inhale. And exhale, last time twist. Inhale, keep your arms up. Tuck your back toes. Exhale, launch off the back toes. Standing split, lift your right leg up. And lift that leg up from the top of the right thigh. Point the right toe. Inhale. Exhale, flex the right foot, bend the right knee. Inhale, point and straighten. Exhale, flex and contract the hamstring. Inhale, point and straighten. And exhale, flex and contract. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, point. Exhale, low lunge, step the right foot all the way back. Inhale, step the left foot back, plank pose. Exhale, lower to your belly through chaturanga. Come to the tops of the feet. Inhale, shalabhasana. Lift the feet up, chest forward, reach your arms back, palms in. Inhale, hug the navel and lift a little bit higher. Plant your palms. Exhale, sit your hips back. Child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Take 3 rounds of breath. All right. Come into a tabletop. Tuck your toes. Walk your hands about a handprint forward. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. So we'll explore for 5 rounds of breath. Press into your palms. Broaden through the upper back. Lift the hips up. And then press the backs of the knees towards the back of your space. Okay, before we come up to the top, remove that blanket if you have it. Set it off to the side. We'll come to it later. And then inhale, you'll gaze forward, bend your knees, and then hop or step to the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, Tadasana, arms to the sides. All right, we'll flow through 3 rounds of Sun A. First one we'll do together. And please feel free to skip these if you'd like all together. You can be in a child's pose or any other resting pose you'd find that you'd like. I'm going to have my feet hip width distance. You can have them together. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Inhale, inch forward, chest forward. Exhale, bend the elbows back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Roll the shoulder heads back. Lift the thighs up. And then exhale, down dog. Take your time again. Knit the ribs towards the pelvis. Hug the navel in and lift up, downward facing dog. Okay, and we'll take 5 rounds of breath. Last round of breath. And the inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees, hop or step to the top, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, arms to the sides. 2 more rounds on your own. And feel free to skip these at any moment. And as you come into down dog, and find that core connection, hug the navel in, lift the hips up. 5 rounds of breath in down dog when you get there. Should be on your last round. Take about 5 more rounds of breath to bring yourself into Tadasana at the top of the mat. We'll meet there. If you're there early, just close your eyes. About 2 more rounds of breath. All right, open your eyes. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, move through a vinyasa or just meet your downward facing dog so you can skip it all together. Okay, so we'll be in downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, lift your right leg up from the top of the right thigh. Exhale, low lunge, right foot to right thumb tip. Inhale, high lunge. And then exhale, standing split. Launch off the left toes, plant your hands, and lift the leg up. Inhale, come into a warrior 3 pose. Your hands can be on the floor, or you can take your blocks to shoulder width on the highest height. Flex the foot, Hug the navel in, crown of the head forward. Inhale. Exhale, squat down, bring the left knee to the back of the right shin. Squat low, hug the navel in. Inhale, warrior three times. Exhale, squat. This is the third time. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, squat low. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale, lengthen the right leg all the way back, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, reach up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, you're going to straighten the right leg, reach your arms up, palms together. Exhale, bend back into warrior two and bring your thumbs to the nape of the neck. Stay in warrior two. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step the right foot back, plank. Exhale, move through a vinyasa or meet back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, left foot to left thumb tip. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, standing split. Again, bring your hands to the blocks or to the floor. Inhale, straighten the arms, lower the right leg to level with the floor. Warrior three. And then exhale, squat. Right knee to the back, the left calf. Inhale, straighten. Two more times. Exhale, bend. Hug the navel in. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, straighten the left leg. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, back into warrior two and bend the elbows, thumbs to the nape of the neck. Stay in warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, low lunge, frame the front foot. Inhale, step back, plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Or skip it all together. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Okay, take 3 rounds of breath. Okay, we're going to add on to that sequence. So inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, right foot to right thumb tip. We're going to stay here. Take your hands to the blocks in front of you and walk your blocks forward. Crown of the head reaches up, gaze is forward. And then as you gaze forward, press the back heel back, lift the back thigh bone up, and see if you can wrap your right hip back and the left hip forward. So we're in an energized low lunge. Hug the navel in. Maintain length in the spine. Inhale. From here, reach your arms forward and up. High lunge. And then exhale, standing split. Bring your palms to the blocks. Lift the left leg up. Inhale, you're going to straighten the arms, supported warrior three. Flex your left foot, hug the navel in. And then stay here. Bend the left knee, flex the left foot, and then you're going to reach your right arm back. And then see if you can connect your right hand to the top of the left ankle. And then you're going to start to twist yourself open to the right, but keep your hips parallel and keep flexing the foot. Lift the left foot up towards the ceiling. Try to maintain length in the low back. Crown of the head forward. Twist yourself open. Slowly release out of this. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale, low lunge, step the left foot all the way back. Inhale, high lunge. Straighten the right leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, arms up, palms together. Exhale, bend back into warrior two and bend your elbows back, thumbs to the nape of the neck. Stay here. Hug the front ribs in. Maintain the lunge in the front knee And then again, knit the navel in. Keep your hips parallel. Stay in warrior two. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, low lunge. Frame the front foot. Inhale, step the right foot back, plank. And then exhale, vinyasa. Or meet in downward facing dog. Last side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your hands to those blocks. We'll stay here. Extend the blocks forward. Gaze forward as you press the right heel back and lift the right thigh bone up. Wrap the right hip forward, left hip back. Try to get super long in the torso. All right, from here, reach forward and up. Inhale, high lunge. And then exhale, standing split. Launch off the right toes, hands to block, lift the right leg up. Inhale, straighten the right arms, straighten the arms. Parallel the right leg to the floor. And then exhale, bend the right knee and flex the right foot. Hug the navel in. Contract the hamstring, then reach your left arm back. Try to connect your left hand to the right ankle. You're going to twist open to the left. Broaden the chest. Contract the hamstring. Keep the connection of the navel. All right, slowly release. Supported warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot all the way back. Inhale, high lunge. Straighten the left leg. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms up, palms together. Exhale, warrior two, and bend the elbows back. Stay here. Knit the ribs in, hug the navel in. Try to keep the hips level and bend into the front knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step the left foot back, plank. Exhale, last vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. All right, drop to your knees. Towel off if you need. So where we're coming provides a little bit of a setup. So you're going to take your blanket and make sure that it's extra padding than it's for your knees. So I'm going to fold it one more time. And you're going to need to come to a wall. And then you'll take that blanket and set it against the wall. Great, so you're going to take one of your blocks. Sorry, I just have to catch my breath really fast. You're going to take one of your blocks, have it on the skinny, highest height. Bring your palms to the flat edge. And I'm going to quickly just show you where we're going. We're going to do this with our elbows on the blanket. So basically, the block is going to be like this along the spine. And your forearms and the block are going to be on the wall with your elbows on the padded blanket, okay? So bring yourself to the wall. Set yourself up so that you're going to crawl your elbows about shoulder width distance to the blanket. Bring your forearms and the block against the wall. Come to the crown of the head. And then the edge of the block should come to the in between the shoulder blades. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, and then start to crawl your feet forward. So this should be a huge opening for the chest, for the triceps, like we did at the beginning of the class. And it should feel pretty nice. You can stay here if you'd like. Work on that contracting of the hamstring. So keep your left foot down, bend your right knee, point the right toe, and then start to reach your right toes towards the wall. They may not touch, that's okay, but use that energy. Engage the glutes, engage the hamstring, hug the navel in. We keep working on it. I'll do it one more time. All right, and then switch sides. Lower the right foot. Bring the left heel to the left glute. Point the left toe, and then start to reach the toes back. Hug the navel in. Engage the quads and the hamstring and the glute. And the block should feel nice support for the spine. Okay, lower down, and then stay for about 3 more rounds of breath. And that block is there also a reminder to find a nice straight spine. Hug the navel in. See if you can lift your glutes up a little bit. It's okay if your heels lift. Kind of exploring this with you at the same time. All right, once you're done, slowly take your time coming out. Walk your legs back, bend your knees, lower onto your mat, and then slowly lift the head up. Set the block off to the side, and then I'm going to come into a child's pose. Knees together, arms by the sides, foreheads down, and let your shoulder heads just melt over the edges of your thighs. So you should feel very open in the chest. Feels nice. All right. Start to cool down. Set the blocket and the blanket off to the side. Come to sit on your hips. Draw near Shirshasana shape. Bring the right sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. Then I'm going to take the right hand behind me. Take your left hand outside the right thigh. Inhale, press into your right hand. Find length in the spine. And then exhale, you're going to reach your right arm up and overhead for a nice side body stretch. Extend through the right fingertips and think of going up and over a beach ball on your left side waist. And then also see if you can wrap the left waist down and underneath the right to encourage an opening of the chest. Take one more inhale, reach your arms up, twist your chest to the left foot, and then exhale, fold over your left thigh. You can grab for your foot or your ankle, rest your head down, and then breathe into the low back. Inhale, rise up, arms up. All right, we're gonna switch sides, but move through a vinyasa. So hug your a boat pose. You're gonna move your left knee in towards your chest, bring your inner thighs together, lift the shins, hug the navel in, and then quickly switch sides, straighten the right leg. Bring the left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Left hand behind you, right hand outside the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, extend your left arm overhead. Again, so you can wrap that right waist down and underneath the left to encourage the lift of the chest and reach yourself up and over rather than crunching into the right side. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up. Spin your chest to your right foot. Exhale, fold forward. Grab for your foot or your ankle. Rest your head down. Breathe into the low back. Rise up. Come back into Navasana, boat pose. Bend the right knee, bring the inner thighs together, shins parallel to the floor. I'm going to grab for underneath my knees, hug the navel in, chest forward, find a nice straight spine. Take about 3 rounds of breath. Okay, and then lower down, scoot your hips forward, and we'll start to lower onto your back. Take a block down with you as well. And then bring your heels in towards your glutes. Supported bridge pose. You're going to lift your hips up. Bring your block on the medium height underneath your hips. You can also have it on the lowest height. And then you're going to walk your legs forward, flex your feet, and extend your arms back. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of the pelvis as well as the abdominals. Keep flexing the feet and pressing through the heels so you get lengthening in the backs of the legs. Take about 5 rounds of breath. Okay, and then bend your knees, plant your feet, press into your heels, lift your hips up, and slowly lower down. Great, now bring your block in between your thighs. You're going to parallel your shins to the floor, knees over the hips, and then a quick isometric hold for the navel. Press your palms on top of your thighs as you press your thighs into your palms and then squeeze into the block as well. This is nice and neutralizing for the spine as well, for the pelvis as well as the abdominals. Take about 5 rounds of breath. See if you can straighten the arms. Keep the low back grounded. Last round of breath. All right, now tee out your arms, scoot your hips to the left, keep the block in between your knees, and drop your knees over to the right, knees to the right, knees to the left, hips to the right, supine twist. Lift your knees up and you'll just switch sides. Hips to the left, knees to the right. Got that right this time. Gaze to the left. And again, just breathe into the twist. Release any tension you may be holding. And then lift your knees up. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And rest here for about 5 rounds of breath. Start to really slow down the breath. Feel free to stay here for the remainder of class as we start to come into our resting pose. Again, you can see or come into Shavasana. You'll straighten your your legs, or rather, and your arms out to the side. Remove any props that are in the way. Make yourself comfortable, and once you land, really just heavy your body down. Imagine you're like a weight lowering farther down into the ocean. And let the only motion and movement of your body be the inherent rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Nothing else. And I'm going to leave you in Shavasana, and please stay as long as you like if you have the time. And I just want to thank you for practicing. Again, these classes are free with a suggested donation of $5 to $15 to my Venmo, so feel free to give me anything or nothing. I'm truly just happy to offer yoga during this time. So thank you so much. Namaste.